Good evening, Flosstube. Happy Monday. You're watching Stitch with Mel. In case you didn't know already, I'm Melissa. We call me Mel. And this is video number, what are we on? 6, I think. So thank you for coming back. Welcome to all of my subscribers. Thank you guys for joining me on this journey. I've gotten some lovely notes, and I've actually made a couple of hope to be dear friends already. We're kind of following each other back and forth and chit-chatting about stitching. Instagram follows have already happened, and so that's lots of fun. So that's a good goal to have when you're doing a floss tube, is just to make more friends. One of the girls is actually here in Arkansas. She's in southern Arkansas, and her daughter is not too far from me, so maybe we can meet up one day. We do look forward to doing some virtual stitching soon. Probably do some, I don't know, Facebook video or something, but that's fun. Anyways, I have no goals as far as, how many people actually subscribe. My aunts are watching. I think my parents have watched 1 or 2. My kids aren't going to watch this. So, but it's fun just to see what the demographics look like when you're looking at your YouTube subscriptions. So that's tons of fun. And I just appreciate, people watching and looking at my product. I was watching a stitcher this week who said some people are in cross stitch for the finished product and some people are in for the journey. I'm definitely a journey person. While I do look forward to having finishes, so that I can display them, I certainly enjoy watching the process happen. So yeah, that's all good. I wanted to start out because I was able to kind of connect through Flosstube with lots of YouTube videos. I was able to connect from my aunt. That's what I was trying to say. I don't know where I was going with that thought, but my aunt, she was like, hey, you need to watch so-and-so, and hey, I just watched so-and-so, and, so I would just instantly grab my phone. I was like, hang on. So I go subscribe real quick so that I could watch them, later. And I've found more since then because those floss tubers would talk about them, or I would just see something that I was interested in watching the process, or they had the same styles as me. So just wanted to give a few shout outs because this is fun, and maybe you guys will find somebody that you want to watch as well. Colorado Stitcher, I just found her yesterday and I binged. Sherry is so lovely. She came back to cross stitching after doing a lot of it back in the 80s, from my understanding. She actually used to stitch sample pieces for designers, and so she would do all the modeling. She apparently does not like working with denim, which is funny because I don't think that I would either. She owns a knit store in Missouri, and she moved to Colorado because they love the mountains. So she was just beautiful to watch, and she actually came back to cross stitching after seeing a particular project that she was like, hey, I want to do that, and then she realized that there's a series, hey, I want to do all 4, and then she was stuck. So that was fun to watch. Just Keep Stitching, you guys know Pam and Steph. They celebrated 4 years on Flosstube yesterday. They had a hysterical video. I didn't really get the hysteria until I actually, finished watching, because they were like, oh my gosh, y'all, go watch this and make sure that, you're not drinking anything because you're going to spit it all over the place. And, I was like, so I got to watching it because I had the video professionally made, and it was just a kind of a recap of, I guess, the last 4 years. And then they had, because they'll ask for people to send them pictures, selfies of them watching them while they're stitching, because it's just fun to, say, hey, I'm watching Pam and Steph. I'm going through that part of the video, and I'm like, this is sentimental. This is not funny at all. Like, I'm a very sentimental person. Like, my heart bleeds all over the place. Like, I had no emotion. And so I'm like, this is not funny at all. Well, then I got to the funny part. I was like, oh, yeah, that's great. So um, they're very, they have a lot of things that they do pretty much every show. Some of their lines, some of their quirkiness, you know, some of their responses to each other. So the person who put together the video did an intelligent job of pulling those pieces together, and so you would see the exact same response in multiple videos, you know, back to back. So it was fun to watch. It was very fun to watch. Brenda and the Serial Starter, who is Laura. We love them. I fell in love with these ladies from the start. Like they're my legit online aunts. I haven't talked to them yet. I feel like I would be starstruck. I mean, like, oh, I don't know what to say. So I've binge watched and I've rewatched several of their videos. Even though I'm not a samples stitcher at all, you'll see that's kind of slowly evolving whenever you see some of my projects today. And I don't follow the rules. Blackbird doesn't exist in my house, but I'm sure that that's probably going to be, you know, changing soon because as I'm watching you guys, y'all are influencing me. So, and I didn't understand the serial starter mentality at all because I'm such a monogamous starter, but Maynia has changed that too. So I do genuinely love these ladies, and I really do wish that I could meet them, and I'm going to get emotional. Okay. Fat Quarter Shop Flosstube. I think Kimberly Jolly and I could be very best friends. I love her just realness. She's very real. I love the way that she does her lives and her pre-recorded videos. She's genuine, and she just wants people to enjoy cross-stitching like she does. She's like, oh, you need a kit put together? Okay, sure, I'll put a kit together. Oh, you want this flosses put together? Just ask me. You need some certain material, you know, ordered in? Okay. I mean, she's just very accommodating. She just wants you to enjoy the art. So she makes my heart happy. And I think when Erica moves to Texas, I might have to make a visit. Sarah Stitches. Sarah found me on Flosstube, and she's the one that I would love to meet very soon. She's in Arkansas. I enjoy her videos and her personality, and I look forward to watching her. I've binge watched what she's put out so far, and she has a lot of the same taste as I do in her art. So that's fun. I can't wait to watch her. Priscilla and Chelsea, at this point, I think everybody knows who Housewives of Cross Stitch are. I feel like these guys are family. I fell in love with them first. Like, they were my genuine, like, cross stitch idols. When I started watching their finishes, I was like, oh my gosh, I have to do that. My grandma thinks I have to do that. So I'm working on learning that, and I'm actually going to try that this week. I was going to try it this weekend, but it just hasn't happened yet, and I need to get a lot of work done. So, yeah, I may have a problem since I've been watching them. And then today, last night or this morning, they celebrated the birth of their new baby, the grandbaby slash niece that they've been talking about. So that was exciting. I got on the phone with my aunt, and I texted her a picture, and she's like, who does that belong to? And I was like, that's Priscilla's grandbaby. Like, I know you're not on Instagram, so here, I shared it with you. So that's fun. They're a family. Country Stitchers Deb and Liz are another great team that I enjoy watching. I stole my Needles Up Needles Up quote from the first video of theirs that I watched. Liz was sitting there. She had on her magnifiers, and Deb's sitting next to her, and they talked for a minute, and then all of a sudden, like, Liz just pulls up some cross stitch, and she's like, needles up! And then they start cross stitching and talking, and they got really quiet. So I enjoy their very diverse collection too. Their country styles and their samplers, and they've got some modern chic thrown in there, and then their sense of humor. So I need them to come for a visit, and we'll just chat. Saltbox Stitcher. My aunt said that she really enjoyed watching Carol, so I tuned in, and I adore her. She's funny. She laughs at herself so much. It's so fun to watch. And then she just shares what she's doing. Sometimes she's quite frank about what she doesn't want to do. And then yesterday and today, I was watching some, and she was like, quilting at home after a week of quilting, no, it's not going to happen. So it's super easy just to relax with her and to cross stitch with her while she's talking. She's just fun to watch. Kindred Stitcher. So I feel like I could watch Lisa Smith talk all day long. She has the most soothing voice. I love that she's diverse as well. She stitches with many of my new favorite designers, new to me, not y'all, as well as those designers that I've grown to love over time. 911 Stitcher. My aunt told me that I had to watch Stacy because we're both in law enforcement. And she was right. I'm game. Stacy has a unique way of storytelling and sharing her art, which makes me feel like I'm across the table with a hot cup of coffee. You guys know that I love my coffee while I'm stitching. She's had some rough times, but we're strong together, and that's what the law enforcement family is about. So I adore watching Stacy. The Proper Stitcher. First off, Annie is just beautiful. I love her work. I love her presentation. She's easy to listen to. It's fun that she started right before me in Flosstube. So we're just kind of growing up together in Flosstube, and I feel like we could be besties. Java Girl Stitches. Christy has an amazing taste, and I just love to see her finishes. I binge watched her from the beginning because someone, I'm not sure if it was Stephanie, someone mentioned her and said she was awesome, and I love the name, Hello Coffee. She's so cute in the beginning, being so nervous, but she's done an awesome job. She's grown into her confidence, and I look forward to seeing her completed work all the time. Pumpkin Hollow Quilts. Olivia is just an inspiration. She's so soft-toned, and she has so much work. She covers the whole gamut of styles. I covet a lot of her pieces, and yeah, I'm one of the ones who turns off the videos when it comes to quilting, but she's fun to watch. Memphis Sarah E. I did find her through Steph. I've watched her videos. She's fun too, and she's just got a sweet demeanor. I love watching her talk about what she's doing, and then she kind of just talks about life, so that's fun. And she's one who laughs at herself too, so that's always fun to watch because I'm always doing that. And then Jean Farish Needleworks. I've only watched one. I actually watched it today. But I'm definitely going to watch more. The video I watched, she was teaching while she was doing her presentation, and I need more of that. So I'm pretty sure Aunt Donna probably told me to watch her. So Jean Farish, you have a new fan now. So I just wanted to kind of go over some of those. You may need somebody to inspire. You may already know all these girls, and you're like, oh wait. So recommend more people. Absolutely. I got something going on back there. I would love to watch more people. So for those of you who haven't been with us and you don't know, I am a dispatcher for our local law enforcement agency. Every other weekend is amazing. This weekend was an amazing one because I work Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 12 hours a day, and depending on what the traffic is, I can get a lot of stitching done and a lot of YouTube watched. I work for a small agency, so our call volume is not incredibly high, so it makes it really easy. So, I had a very productive week actually this week. We're still in Maynia. I am indeed ready to get out of Maynia. One of y'all, I forget, I don't remember who it was. Somebody commented. It may have been Sarah. I don't remember. Anyways, I thought it was funny that I said I was ready to get out of Maynia so that I could get back to, my monogamous stitching. I just want to get some pieces done. So I worked on getting a few pieces done. I worked very hard this weekend so that I could at least have a couple of finishes and feel accomplished. So before I do that, let me show you what I got this week. I went to Hobby Lobby with one of my childhood best friends. If you are on my Instagram, you saw we had a blast. He does not know anything about cross-stitching. He's always asking me, what I'm working on, and I'll tell him, not that he understands. until I show him a picture, and then he's like, oh, that's pretty, and I'm like, thanks. But anyway, so I take him into the cross stitch section of Hobby Lobby, and he still doesn't understand until I went over to the material, flipped out because I found a new material that I've never heard of. You guys probably know all about it. So I grabbed pieces of that, and then I asked him, I said, hey, would you mind holding this stuff while I am getting my floss? And he was like, okay. So I grabbed several pieces of material. This is called, I'm guessing, Murano Car. It's a 32 count. I got one of this color. They had a whole rack of the Murano Car. It is beautiful. I was just trying to think of what I had already that I could just go ahead and do. And so that's why I selected. Plus, I didn't know how it felt. It is 52% cotton and 48% model. It's very flimsy. Like, it's super easy to hold. It's very soft. It's not crispy at all. It's not hard to hold. It's actually a very, it's thin. Like, holding it was just like holding a t-shirt or something, which can be a little bit more difficult for stitching in, and I don't do the sewing method. I could possibly learn in this, but it's a very pretty material. So it is made by Zweigart, and it comes in 11.5 by 18 pieces. So it's gorgeous. So I got one of the spa. Did I only get one? Yeah, one of the spa. One of the pink splash. This is a white piece of material that looks like you had a Kool-Aid accident, which is very unfortunate unless it's intentional. So I'm feeling like this could be something Valentine-y maybe, or Christmassy, just something fun. I got a rust. Isn't that beautiful color? I got 2 ice. I broke a rule and started a project on it before you saw it, but that's okay. I have another one in the package to show you. So I got 2 of those. I got a mustard Hello Fall. I feel like red leaves belong on that. I got 2 of the vintage, which is gorgeous. You see the modeling. I don't even have to take it out. So pretty. I'm not sure what I want to do on that yet. I feel like there's so many options. And then I got a natural casual linen while I was there. I already have a project going on in it as well. It's a 28 count. I have a big project on that. That's an 18 by 27 piece. So that was my material that I bought. I also bought Hobby Lobby's, I guess, just decided that they're going to jump in on the bandwagon. Artiste made these beautiful needle minders. And so I got one set of them to try out. I've never used a needle minder. So I think I told you last week, I'm not really into the notions as much as I am the product. And then I got this really cool tatting needle and picot gauge with the ruler. I got it for the ruler. I don't like pulling out my measuring tape every time I start a project. So it goes all the way up to 3 inches. And you've got some needle gauges there. So this is really cool. And it's already come in handy a lot. And then while I was watching yesterday, the Proper Stitcher, she said we're going to do a stitch along starting June 1st. Now I'm already doing Fat Quarter Shop's, and I ordered that too. Fat Quarter Shop stitch along Flea Market Flowers. But this is just gorgeous. And yes, I know my video is not fixed yet to rotate everything around. I know that the words are backwards, so I'm not going to show you the words. This is a Quaker Christmas. I ordered from where did I order from? StitchingPretty.com, on Etsy, and this is a Bygone Stitches GRR piece, 2007. If you're not familiar, and you want to go look it up, it was super easy to find. So the stitch along starts June 1st. You're going to hashtag Quaker Christmas SAL. And then Proper Stitcher has a private Facebook group that I'm going to join today, where we're going to follow progress. So I think she said no rules, just pretty much get it done, you know, in a month if you can. So that's going to be the goal. I bought all of the floss too the other day. I didn't bring that over here. I bought all of the DMC for Flea Market Flowers and for Peppermint Lane. Peppermint Lane is the July stitch along, because, you know, Kimberly's name is Jolly, so she does Jolly July stitch along. And they are some gorgeous colors. Oh, that's where I was going. He was looking at all of the floss that I was pulling, because I'm pulling all the colors. I've got my list, you know, on my phone. And he said, so is there a pattern? And I was like, well, yeah, there's a pattern. He's like, so you have assigned colors to assign things? And I was like, yeah. He said, I just thought you picked up a color you liked in Stitch. And I was like, oh, no, that's not how this works. So he makes candles. So I told him that he could join me in stitching, and he hasn't said anything else about that. It was fun to watch him, though, because he really didn't understand. I thought he did. I don't guess I realized that he didn't. But that was fun. So we were in the gifted and talented class together in elementary school. We've grown up since kindergarten, and I kind of shamefully, got some hints off of him on how to pass our gifted and talented test. So he's much more talented than I am, but when it comes to this, no, he didn't have a clue. Okay, so let's get into our whips. I'm looking at my list because I have not followed my plan at all. My calendar got thrown out the window, I think, on week 2. Then we had graduation, and I didn't even get stuff done that week. And so this week I've tried to catch up and try to find some things that I really legit wanted to do, not just because I was trying to make patterns happen. So I'm going to show you some starts. I'm going to show you, I thought I was going to show you my finishes. Oh, they're there. I'm going to show you some finishes, and I only have 2. And I'm going to show you everything out of order. So I'm just going to show you what I've been working on. This was a finish. I believe this was week 1. So this is Autumn. This is a Tiny Modernist. Super pretty. I think what I'm going to do is probably make a little pillow. Wouldn't that be cute? I think they're super sweet. And when I posted this on my Facebook, I have a nurse friend, and her name is Autumn, and she's like, hey, that has my name written all over it. So I might have to do that one again. It was super easy. It was super fun to do. This is Freedom by the Strawberry. I forget the name of that. This is actually a model piece that I have done. I'm going to take pictures of that today to send to her so she sees that I finished one actually. I have a couple more to do for her. So I love how the back stitching brought out the letters. I love the piece before the back stitching, but then the back stitching brought out the letters, and that was gorgeous. All right, whips before new starts. That's what I'm gonna do, whips. This is from week 1. I didn't get far on it. And yes, I know the words are backwards. My uncle's fixing to start texting me. This says, have a heart that never hardens, temper that never tires, and touch that never hurts. It's Erica Michaels. This was a free piece off of Fat Quarter that I loved. And I did, the colors are modified because I think it was done in Classic Colorworks. So I kind of just went and picked out the colors that were closest to it. This is Thanksgiving Blessings by Janelle Gless, or Glees of Janelle Marie Designs. And I didn't get far, but I'm getting there. This is a small piece. I just got to get it done. Oh, y'all are going to laugh at me. So I worked hard. I wanted to get this done. This is Land of the Free. We all know who this is by. Isn't it pretty? For those of you who really don't, Housewives. So I was excited to get it done. Before I left the house yesterday morning, I had a bag full. I have a 31 bag that I carry with my cross stitch in it. A bag full. And I said, oh, I need to grab some 3865. And then I was like, no, I have 3 other pieces in my bag that are Housewives. So I will have 3865 with me. Got to the office, no 3865 in my bag whatsoever. So I did all of the red. I started on the blue, and then I ran out of blue. Awesome. So I gotta replenish before I can do that. All right, new starts. Grandma, are you hee-hawing at me yet? I know she is. This is a Thanksgiving sampler. I told y'all that y'all were going to see me today doing samplers. This is called Harvest Sampler, and it is designed by Deborah Lambian. And this is on the new linen that I bought. It's a beautiful piece, and this is the border. I didn't get far on it. I think I started this late too. I actually think I started it the night that I went to Hobby Lobby, and I texted my aunt. I was like, well, I gotta start. Let me see if I can find you a picture of the finished product here, so you can see what it's going to be. Should have marked the page, sorry. This is from Holiday Reverie. And you guys have seen pieces from this already, this book. Well, oh, there it is. So that's what it's going to look like. Peace and Plenty. You've got a cornucopia at the top. And then the unfortunate letters. And then I will probably put my initials at the bottom. Then we have, this is Santa and Angels. I started this tonight. Just a border. Just a border. It's got Merry Christmas. This is actually the start of the lettering. I thought I was going to do the lettering, and then I got distracted and did more border. So what happens here is I've got a poinsettia on each side. It's only this wide. It's not really wide. I got a poinsettia on each side. I've got a Merry Christmas down here. And then I've got Santa and toys. And I've got 2 angels at the top. Wasn't really, or 2 cherubs. I wasn't really thrilled about that. Thought about leaving them off until I read the explanation. Because I was like, I don't want to mix, you know, religion and fantasy. And then the explanation on it was talking about the wonder of Christmas and having... It says the Yuletide wrapped in a magical aura of innocence and wonder centers on family traditions, celebrations of faith, and childhood fantasies. In a glorious glimpse of Santa, cherubs watch over the rosy-cheeked patriarch, making his Christmas Eve rounds with greatly anticipated treasures. So it's a beautiful piece. I look forward to finishing this. Aunt Donna's going to want to steal it. It's okay. My aunt and uncle fight over what they're going to steal. It's all good. I did a beautiful Santa for her for Christmas last year. At her request, she knew about it. But she likes to watch the progress, and I love that. I'll send her pictures of what I'm doing. And then I have the Toil Sampler Key. Let's see. Toil is by Laura Holtorf Collins. This is where I've gotten on it. I told y'all you're going to see more samplers. So this is super fun because it's 3 colors and they're all blue. You guys know my fascination with blue. And this is what it's going to look like. So it's just the cute little motifs. You've got reindeer, you've got skating. So super pretty. My room is in blue, so that will probably make it to my room for the holidays. I have a blue tree that I put up in there. So that will probably be what happens with that. Then I have, oh, I got this too. So Hobby Lobby has project bags now. This is super pretty. This is not, it looks painted on, but it's not. It's like printed in, I guess. This was only like $4. And it seems pretty durable. So I'm happy with it. Right now, like I told y'all before, I'm spending more on cross stitching than I am the notions and the kits or the bags and all that kind of stuff. Just getting everything back up. So this is the Nativity Sampler designed by Tom and Felicia Williams. This is what I did on the ice, the new fabric. And I'll show you how. This is what it looks like when it comes in that size. It's super easy. I mean, you could just crumple it up. Like, it's super easy to maneuver. That's my start on my project, because you're worried more about the project than the material. I'm guessing Hobby Lobby is going to carry more of this. I just Googled it, you know, because I wanted to see what the deal is. And it's something that Zygarde, you know, boasts about. So, this is the piece that I'm working on. This is going to be beautiful. But I'm excited about it. You know, it's smaller, so it's going to be for smaller pieces. I didn't see anything where it comes in bigger, but maybe later. And what do I have in this book? I don't remember. Maybe if I look at the material, I will. Oh, this is my Halloween piece. This is called Halloween Surprise by Nancy Doctor. That is not going to be in that book. This is a cute, cute Halloween piece. Isn't that super cute, the little pumpkins? So I kind of feel like, depending on how big he ends up, he might go back here for Halloween. And that's how far I got on him. That was a good evening. I don't know, I'll probably spend a couple of hours. They tell me I'm fairly fast at cross stitching. I don't know what fast is. So I just, you know, try to get work done. I think that's all that I have to show. I had all my stuff laid out so I could find it. Anyways, okay, that was a lot. I talked to y'all about all the Flosstube people that I'm obsessing over, and then I showed you a couple of finishes, and then I showed you a lot that I've started. So, making sure that I got all my starts done. Okay, yep, I did. All right, so that being said, it's Monday, so let's get a fresh start on the week. And if you're doing Maynia, I would love to see your pieces. You can tag me in them. You can, you know, I don't care if you private message me the pictures. You know, just let me see what you're doing, because I like to see what everybody else is working on. I have noticed that people are steadily dropping out on the Instagrams that I'm following. They're like, okay, I'm done. I'm done. I got what I wanted done. I'm done. I'm going to finish what I started. And I completely get that. This is the last week, though, so hang in there. hold the fort down, and let's finish out. I think this week I'm going to I'm thinking I'm going to work on a couple of motivational pieces and inspirationals because I really haven't done that. I got those new colors in, so I think I'm going to work on, some of those because the material is so fun. Those will not be, I don't think, pillow material. They're too soft. I think that they'll have to be something framed. So I like the framed inspirational pieces, so I can prop them up beside pictures or whatever. And anyways, yeah. So I think that's what I'm going to try to work on this week. I'm going to let you guys go. Y'all have a fun day stitching. If you get to stitch at home all day long, that's amazing. Or just take an hour or two out of your time and, enjoy stitching and chill out. And grab some tea or coffee. This is definitely coffee. So have a beautiful day. Have a beautiful week. I love you all, and I will see you next time.